All right, welcome back. We are tapping on gate 21. Hopefully, you just listened to the about and are noticing, maybe having some thoughts of where this shows up or how this shows up in your life. Where are you bracing in life right now? Where is the holding? Maybe take a moment just to close your eyes and kind of scan your body and see if there's any places in particular that are holding tension. And then on the SUD scale, give it a number between 1 and 10. What is the intensity there? There's no right or wrong for that. It's a subjective number. That is the focus of the tapping today. Take a nice, big, deep, letting go breath. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Begin tapping on the side of the hand. And repeat after me. Even though some part of me has been gripping really hard at life, outcomes, other people, the future. And even though it really makes sense that I learned to do this, I am open to the possibility that I don't have to hold this tightly anymore. Even though there is a quiet fear underneath all of this managing. A fear that if I let go, something's not going to be okay. I'm willing to look at this fear honestly today. I'm willing to consider that I might actually have what it takes. Have what it takes to manage life without controlling things. And even though the world genuinely feels like it is full of people gripping harder and harder, and that makes my nervous system want to grip hard too. I'm open to a different kind of signal. I'm open to the idea that my regulation is the work and that I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself anyway. Okay. Big, deep, letting go breath. We've loaded some information into our circuitry about what is going on. And now, top of the head. I've been holding on really tightly to outcomes, people, money. In fact, I'd consider myself an expert at it. Good enough that sometimes I don't even notice I'm doing it. Just feels like this is what being responsible is. Feels like I'm being smart and competent. And sometimes it even feels like love. but my body absolutely knows the difference. My body knows what gripping feels like. If I'm honest, there is fear running through all of this. A fear that I might not be able to handle whatever comes up. That if I stopped managing everything, something's going to slip. The well might run dry. I'll be caught unprepared. And there won't be a safety net to catch me if I fall. And that's a really old fear. It might not even be mine, but it has been running the show for a while now. I can see this pattern everywhere right now. People gripping resources, the narrative, power. It's not making anybody safer. It is absolutely making everyone more exhausted. The grip doesn't create security. It creates an illusion of scarcity. While slowly burning out everything it's trying to protect. I don't want to do that anymore. Not in my life. I don't want to exhaust myself holding what life could be holding for me. What if I actually have what it takes? Not to control everything, but just to handle whatever comes my way. What if the well of resources is much fuller than my nervous system is telling me? What if the support is there and I just can't see it because I'm gripping so damn hard? I'm learning to be steady without being rigid. I can be responsible and let other people be responsible too. I can lead without controlling. I can care without carrying all of it. That's authority, the real thing. And I can find my way there today. Okay, and so it is. So take another deep breath. So take another big, deep, letting go breath and notice if anything is softened in the jaw, in your hands, in your chest. wherever that place was that you gave a number before we started, check in and see if that number has changed now, even just a small amount. That's your thymus gland getting the signal update, right? You don't have to solve the control pattern today. You don't have to white knuckle your way into trusting. That's just more of the same energy. What 21 is actually asking for is smaller than that. It's asking for you to notice the grip and get curious about what's underneath it, and to consider, even for a moment, that the thing that you're protecting might actually be fine without you holding it so hard. The I Ching name for this is the gate of biting through. The jaws working through a difficult obstacle, but biting through doesn't have to mean biting harder. Sometimes it means finding a different angle. Sometimes it means putting the thing down long enough to let your jaw relax. And the highest vibration of this is valor, which is not loud. Valor doesn't announce itself, it just kind of shows up quietly, and it acts from love and not fear, and is willing to give without knowing exactly what's going to come back to it. Rudd describes valor as holy courage, the fusion of your heart and spine, leadership that does not need to win. We don't have to be able to be at that highest vibration to be able to feel it. We can feel the direction of it. The direction is loosen. The direction is, are you a little bit more relaxed than you were a few moments ago? Do you trust just a little more? And it's probably going to be one of those things that you dip in and out of, but can you let the well be full? We're still in Aries season, still in the beginning of some things, and the beginning is asking for open hands, not closed fists.